Hi everyone, I'm Bardin-Chandler and I work in accounting and process improvement here at Thrive. Welcome to the first module of the Accounting Manager training. This first module is designed to give you more clarity on the financial process as a whole. So let's get started and discuss the four big buckets of data that go into your financials. We cannot start the financial review process until all the items that we are about to discuss have been reconciled and posted by the Thrive accounting team into Business Central. Those four big buckets are the expenses from PlateIQ, the data exported from Rosnet, the accruals and reconciliation that we estimate at the home office, the information from the bank statements and your expense reports. The first big bucket that I mentioned is the data that we get from PlateIQ. Most of the P&L expenses that you can see in orange here on the new P&L format come from PlateIQ. So that's your cost of sales here and some of your controllable expenses such as some marketing, some maintenance, your utility invoices, some communication, supplies, and other expenses. We get all those expenses from the invoices that you load daily into PlateIQ. Please make sure that you load your invoices as soon as you get them, but also that you check that the EDI invoices have been loaded. Once you load your invoices, you need to review them to make sure that the expenses are going to be posted in the right P&L account. Then make sure to approve the invoice. Approving an invoice is telling us that the expense can be posted on your P&L as it is. All your invoices may be loaded in PlateIQ by day 5 after period end. Then they must be verified and approved by day 6 after period end. The reason why we give you all these deadlines is that we really cannot start the financial review process until your invoices have been exported from PlateIQ. Please keep in mind that we pay all the invoices out of PlateIQ and that you have access to all the billing history in PlateIQ. The second bucket of data comes from Rosnet. I mostly want to talk about sales and inventory today. You can see the Rosnet data in blue on your P&L here. Sales are exported daily from Rosnet into Business Central, which mainly accounts for the top section of your P&L here and some expenses from your paid-ins and your paid-outs, which is why it's crucial that you enter all this information daily. Your sales need to be verified by 12 p.m. the next day because that's when the export will be triggered from Rosnet to Business Central. We post your beginning and ending inventory on your P&L out of Rosnet. Then we compare the cost of sales on your P&L to the cost of sales in Rosnet. So if some expenses are not entered in both places or not dated the same way, your cost of sales on your P&L won't match Rosnet, and we use the data on your P&L to make decisions. Please note that we don't pay invoices out of Rosnet, and we don't post invoices out of Rosnet on your P&L. The third big bucket of data that goes into your financials come from the accruals that we post. Accruals are annual or monthly expenses that we estimate and spread over 13 periods. We accrue utility invoices at least once a year since we only get 12 a year. Other accruals are mostly below profit from ops, as you can see. It's your rent expenses, your real estate taxes, your insurance. We also depreciate your assets, such as equipment and building, every period. And finally, we estimate your management fees based on your sales every period. The fourth bucket of data comes from the banking information and your expense reports. Most of the banking information is posted below profit from ops. That's the information in purple here. The expenses from your expense reports are mostly above profit from ops, and that's the concur expenses. First of all, we verify your safe count information on a daily basis. We reconcile your depository accounts weekly to match what you entered on your deposit log in Rosnet to your depository bank. We post overrun adjustments when needed. We also reconcile the operating account to Business Central weekly. This is where we record your rebates, your payables, licenses and permits, and so on. For Carlos and Apple Core, we reconcile your tip network amounts as well. We post your credit card fees based on the information that we have in the bank. The overall goal related to financial statements is to have timely and accurate financials to enable informed decision making. So let's first discuss your impact on the timeliness of the financials. The goal is to have financials go out within 10 days of period end, just so you have more time to establish some strategies to correct some trends, and also to be able to distribute internal reporting such as your scorecards or your bonus calculations faster. You can have an impact in PlateIQ by making sure that your invoices are loaded as soon as you receive them and by keeping your invoices moving. You can also have an impact in Rosnet by checking your safe count, your deposit logs, and your credit card logs daily. Also check your batches and make sure that you have images in there and that the correct transaction type has been selected. The more questions and corrections we have, the longer it will take us to get the financials out. You also have an impact on the accuracy of the financial statements, especially when it comes to cost of sales. We want the financials to be accurate and uniform across platform so you can use them to make informed decisions. To do so, we need the information on your P&L to match what's in Rosnet. The P&L must be a true reflection of your expenses in the period. All invoices dated within the period in PlateIQ will be posted in that period on your P&L for your cost of sales. Say, for instance, that your food invoice date is May 17th, but you received your truck overnight on May 18th, so you did not include it in P5 inventory. You need to request to change the invoice date in PlateIQ. Otherwise, if the date of the invoice is May 17th, it's going to be included in P5 inventory on your P&L. If the invoice date has been changed to May 18th, you're good. If an inventory invoice is only loaded in one of the two platforms, the cost of sales on your P&L won't match what's in Rosnet. All the food and liquor invoices must be in PlateIQ and in Rosnet. And that's it for today. So please make sure to check out the new accounting structure right here to get to know your support team. You can also find a list of your support contacts in the payables email per concept. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.